Hey guys, it's Jules, and I'm here with my December wrap-up and my January TBR. Okay, I know this is coming out late and I didn't post last week. I have a good excuse. So I got a new editor for Christmas and I hadn't set it up yet, and my old editor had expired, so I really didn't have anything to do, and so I couldn't figure out how to install my new editor during that time frame. So I was like, oh, I can't figure it out, and I just learned how to use it and install it a few days ago, so I was like, there's no point, and I'm just gonna upload it on Sunday. So you get 2 videos this weekend instead. Does that make up for it? I don't know. But yeah, I didn't get to everything that I wanted to in December, but I got a lot done, so I'm very happy and proud of myself. The first book that I read in December was Unravel Me by Teknoaxe. Now, I enjoyed this book. I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as the first book. I don't know, the first book had like a real punch to it, but I'm excited to read Ignite Me, and I can't wait because I heard it's really good. So, okay, so the next book that I read in December was The Novice by, I don't know how to pronounce it, Taran Matharu? I don't know, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but I enjoyed this a lot. I wasn't expecting to like it. The reason I read it was because it was my school's book club pick, so yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting to. I thought it was just gonna be like a meh book, but no, it had like Hunger Games vibes. It had Shadowhunter vibes, even though I hadn't read Shadowhunters. That's how much vibes it gave. Like, it literally, it gave me Shadowhunter vibes, and I've never read Shadowhunters or watched it. So yeah, it was a pretty good book. So if you don't know what it's about this guy. He finds out that he can like summon demons, and then he goes to a demon summoning school. It's really good. I highly suggest that you read it if you're into high fantasy. Great read. Next book. So the next book that I read was more of a mental health awareness thing, and it was Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. I enjoyed this book very much. It was really depressing, and I don't know, like it hit me in a place where I was just like, oh my god. And I didn't read it as quickly as I thought it was going to be, because I just had to take constant breaks, because like it was getting me to an emotional standpoint where I couldn't take it. So yeah, it was a really good book. There's a big trigger warning in there if you're not a fan of language. Definitely wouldn't read that if you, it deals with depression, suicide, and self-harm and all that stuff, so. The next book that I read was The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. Now, I freaking love this book. This book was amazing. It was our Biblio Squad December book pick of the month, and oh my god, everybody in the squad loved it. Like, everybody rated it either 4 or 5 stars. Like, it was a pretty big deal for us, and it was like probably our best live show, even though Nina's sound didn't work, but I still think it was one of our best live shows. We're slowly easing into it, guys. We're getting there. Yeah, so if you don't know what it's about these two magic wielders, Vika and Nikolai, and Vika is like an elemental person. She can like control animals, she can summon lightning, she can control plants, all that stuff. And Nikolai is more industrial. He can whip up clothes with like a wave of his hand. He can build bridges, he can make machines, but they are both capable of doing what the opposite are able to do, but they were just trained in that one field. So yeah, and basically the Tsar puts them in a fight to the death, and whoever wins gets to be Imperial Enchanter. And oh boy, this book hurt me. It hurt me in a good way. I really liked it. I'm so excited for the second book. I forget what the title is, but I'm really excited. And do not read the synopsis for the second book if you haven't read the first book, and if you don't want spoilers, because literally the first line gives you a giant spoiler. So yeah, stay away from that. Another book that I finished in December was Night by Elie Wiesel. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this book was absolutely phenomenal. I loved this book so much. It was just great, guys. Like, really. It's a really important read. If you don't know, it is about Ellie. He is surviving in the Holocaust. And so it follows from him being taken to him being liberated. And it is a very emotional and grueling read, but it's so good. It's like very important in this time period, especially because I feel like me at my age, I want to know a lot more about World War II than I already do. But I still know a lot, but I want to know more. And this just like, it gave me a lot more insight into what was actually happening. And it was just so powerful and emotional. You just really need to read it. Okay, so I also got pretty far in my graphic novels collection. I'm really proud of this, and I loved all of them so much. All of them were hilarious and amazing, and I enjoyed them a lot. So the first graphic novel that I read was Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon by People. It doesn't say the first names, it only says the last name, so I don't know. But basically, this is a novel of Clint Barton being an Avenger. He is a really well-known Avenger in this, and he is hilarious. He's going through like all these different tasks. He goes through finding a dog, he goes through fighting a circus, he goes through rescuing a girl, he goes through getting a tape of something, and it's just so funny. I love the art in this. I really wish the art didn't like change right here, like the art changes like right here, and I really wish that didn't happen because I love the art style of this. The art style of this is hilarious. It's very Clint Barton-esque, and everything like has like in this one part, everything has like a purple haze to it, and I love that. Like everything has like a blue or purple haze, and I'm just, I love the art in this, and the storyline is amazing and hilarious. Just read this, guys. It's really funny. You should definitely pick this up. The next graphic novel that I read was X-Men Phoenix Rising by People. And so basically this is a collection of a bunch of stories of the Dark Phoenix saga. And it's really good. It has like that 70s/90s comic book nostalgia feel to it. And I love that art style. I'm a big fan of comic books, and I love like the nostalgic art style of it. Like the really sharp gradation and all of that. Oh, I love it. And so I thought, I love the Dark Phoenix saga. The Dark Phoenix saga is like a very good storyline, and this was pretty cool. It had a crossover between the Avengers and X-Men, so I thought that was pretty cool. This was awesome, guys. You should really read this. The next graphic novel that I read was The House of M by, it doesn't say, but oh my god, this is like my favorite graphic novel now. If you don't know the House of M storyline, basically it is, so Scarlet Witch had like a little bit of a mental breakdown in like the last graphic novel, and she killed a few people, including Clint Barton and Hank Pym. And the Avengers and the X-Men put her in like an asylum, and Professor X is trying to deal with her, but he really can't. Her powers are just way too strong for him, and she is manipulating reality to her will, and she also killed her husband, Vision, and she's not doing so well in that state. And basically, the Avengers and the X-Men have a meeting to decide Wanda's fate, whether they should keep her in that institution or they should kill her. And it's like half and half. And they finally decide, okay, we're gonna go see how she is, and then we'll decide from there. So they go to her place, and what happens is that someone, we don't know who until the end, convinces her that she should manipulate reality to everything that everybody wants so everybody can be happy. And so she does that, and the only person who remembers everything from the other world is Wolverine, because all he wants is to remember every single memory that he had. And so he gathers all of the X-Men to try and stop this. And it's so good. Guys, just read it. It has great art, it has great characters, it has great storyline. Just read it, please. This is like my new favorite graphic novel ever. Just read it, please. Read was X-Men Days of Future Past by People. And I enjoyed this. It didn't get to the Days of Future Past part until the end, but everything was leading up to it. Oh, it was really good. It had Phoenix and Dark Phoenix, and it explored Nightcrawler's origins. It did Days of Future Past. It did Kitty fighting a monster at Christmas. All of it was really good. So the Days of Future Past storyline, which is basically what this is about. So basically, the mutants, in like a long time, Sentinels take over, and humans are okay to deal with. Like, humans are fine. Humans are good, cool. But mutants are not. And basically, they either kill the mutants or they apprehend them in this prison. And so, it follows a bunch of X-Men as they try to revert the past. So Rachel sends Kitty, or Sprite, back in time to her younger self, and then they try to stop the assassination of Senator Kelly, which causes the chain reaction to all of the Sentinels, killing all the mutants. And it was very, very, very good. I enjoyed this a lot. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed House of M. I don't think anything will ever compare to that, ever. But I really did enjoy this. Again, it has my favorite one of my favorite art styles, like the old, cartoony, nostalgia stuff. I loved it. And then the final graphic novel that I read, it was Civil War. Now this was really good. It wasn't as great. I thought it was going to be a bit different, but it surprised me. I thought it was good. It showed you all of the neutrals. It showed you neutral, Tony's side and Cap's side, and I thought it was really good. You saw people converting, you saw double agents. It was pretty good. Again, not as good as House of M, but I don't think anything ever will be, and that is okay. But I love the art style in this as well. I love like the realistic-ish kind of style to it, and I thought a few characters were kind of cheesy in it, but I loved the ending. I did like the ending. Some people complained about the ending, but I thought it was a very kind of realistic ending to what that certain person would do, if that makes sense. Just read them. Okay, so the first book that I'm planning on reading in January is Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. This is the third and final installment in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, so I can't tell you too much about it. If you don't know what the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy is, it's basically about this girl named Karu, and she wants to know more about her lineage. So she asks her caretakers, because she doesn't live with her parents, and then she finds a whole nother world, and that she's this huge part of a giant war. So it's a very, very, very good series. Just read it. I think you'll really enjoy this if you're a fan of magical realism and stuff, because this is definitely that. The next book that I'm planning on reading, which I'm also currently reading, is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I'm enjoying this a lot. I love the action. I love the characters. Mia is hilarious. So is Mr. Kindly, and Trick is hilarious. I love this. I'm kind of confused about the footnotes, and I've not taken time to read them because I'm so engrossed in the story, and I don't want to keep going like this every time I read, because I'm just like some of these things really aren't important. If I wonder about something and it does have a footnote, I'll just read it a little bit, but I don't really need to know a lot of stuff, so a lot of the stuff that's in it, but I do appreciate that there is stuff like that in it, so props to you, Jay. If you're watching, you're probably not, but props to you for putting those footnotes. Another book that I'm planning on reading is Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter, and this is a Cinderella retelling, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what it's about, but I've heard it's really good, so I'm excited to read. The next book that I'm planning on reading is Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa, and this is the Biblio Squad book pick for January, and I'm excited for it. I'm not a huge fan of YouTuber books, but this isn't a YouTuber book about their life. It is an actual fictional story, and I appreciate that, because you don't find a lot of YouTubers doing that lately. It's all just about their life and their relationships, and I feel like this is a good turning point in YouTube books. We'll get more into that in my review or the live show or something. this month, I'm also planning on reading This Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Now, I loved everything. It was really good. Now, I'm excited for this because it shows a lot of diversity, and it deals with a lot of topics that are prominent today, like immigration and deportation and racism. So I'm excited to read this. It sounds like a really good. Even my science teacher told me I should read it. Like, my science teacher, who's a 60 plus year old woman, like, she read this and she said it was phenomenal and that I need to read it. So yeah. Okay, so these two books are just in case I have enough time. So the first one that if I have time, I'm planning on rereading The Thousandth Floor by Catherine McGee because it is for my school's book club, and I chose it. My friends told me that they really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to reread this and discuss it with them. And the second book that I'm planning on reading, if I have enough time, is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. And this is the second book in the Grisha, not in the Grisha trilogy, the Six of Crows duology, excuse me. But I'm so excited. Six of Crows, the ending, it really hurt me, but I'm really excited, and I have a lot of OTPs in that book. Pain. Anyways, so yeah, that's what. Yeah. Alright, so there you go. There's my December wrap-up and my January TBR. Again, sorry it's coming out really late. I promise there will be 2 videos this weekend because I'm just really bad at posting now. I'm not, like, feeling as motivated now. I don't know why. Probably because I'm tired and midterms are coming up and I'm just like, ugh. But, yeah. So, videos might get more frequent after midterms. Maybe they won't. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. So yeah, there you have it. I will see you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my social medias. They're in the description and in the outro. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!